Welcome to the Smoke Podcast. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Smoke Podcast.
When you quitting?
Man, Kimberly been in her feelings ever since she walked in the door. She walked in the door kicking stuff. She kicked the production crew.
Yeah, yelling at people and shit.
That's you, Fabian. Don't lie now. Ain't nobody believes this face would ever think that I would talk crazy to the production crew. We need them. I need you to treat them better. You put some little snacks over there in their corner. You need to do better. Them people probably hungry trying to get here.
Hey, I paid them very well.
And we offered them wine, we offered them whiskey, and both of them were turned down.
Yes. It's only one thing they ever want.
Pizza?
No. No. They want to smoke something. It's not cigars.
Okay, well, I'm not involved in that transaction.
You can't smoke on the job.
If you are watching this, I am not a part of that payment plan, whatever they got going on.
Kimberly, how was your week?
I'm tired.
I am too.
I've had a good week, though.
I'm tired.
You know,
I'm looking forward to next week.
Last night was the National Civil Rights Museum Freedom Award.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, me and Ike worked it, and man, I am so glad.
Invite to be the assistant. How come Isaac always getting to go?
I ain't working.
I'm working. You need me to hold your travel bag?
We don't need no bag holders. We need some people that can work. Push the buttons.
I know how to push a button
on the camera.
I don't want to be that responsible.
You don't be that responsible?
No, that sounds like a lot. Yeah, you sound like you need your money, so no, that's all right.
I know, shit.
You been smoking, Kimberly?
Of course I have.
What you smoke?
See if she can remember. Make up some shit.
I gotta make it up. I just look on my phone. That's right. I can tell you because now I scan everything into my cigar scanner.
Oh, they got a scanner app?
They do.
Oh my gosh, you got to tell me that. So
this young lady the other day gifted me the Romeo and Julieta. It is a Cuban cigar.
What?
It has 4 stars out of 5, and it was actually a good one.
Yeah, I think we had a Romeo and Juliet on the show once. It was a while back. I mean, that's a good stick. It's a good stick. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I enjoy all kind of.
What's the name of the app? That's what I want to know.
It's called Cigar Scanner. But what you have to do, because they circumvented going through Apple.
Oh,
so Lord. What you have to do is go to their website.
Oh, shit.
No, it was easy. Go to the website. See, like if I tried to share this app with you, you're never going to get it.
Oh, okay.
So just go to the website and it tell you what to click, and then it installs it on your phone.
What's the website?
I think it's Cigar Scanner. Let me see. I have to find it. I'll send it to you guys. But it's a great app. So you take a picture, and then it's
just like when you your wine
like
app.
the wine.
Yeah, like the wine app. But it saves all
your
history.
But does it tell you anything about the cigar?
Oh, yeah. It pulls up all the details. As a matter of fact, all you really need is the wrapper itself, and then you take a picture of that, and it brings it back for you, all the information.
Yeah, it's just like the wine app.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that little. So now I can kind of keep up with what I've been smoking.
Oh, I can't wait then.
Oh, that's good right there. I'm sure it probably tells you.
I don't know who they are, but if you'd like to sponsor the Smoke Podcast, please reach out to us.
Yeah, we just gave you a free commercial.
So if you get a lot of,
Cigar Scanner, go to the website and then follow the directions.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Like
so you can't share it. You have to, of course.
But you still didn't. Did you tell us what cigar you had?
I told you the Romeo and Julieta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I left some Devil's Weed cigars in the
humidor.
In my humidor. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, I done smoked a couple of those in the last few days, and
you enjoy it?
cool. Yeah, they are really. It's a really good midday cigar. It really is.
So you've gotten into the breakfast, the midday.
I'm still not really into the breakfast that much.
Mm-hmm.
But the midday cigar, yeah.
Is that because you have to get up and take baby girl to school?
No, it has to do with it.
Oh.
Is that I take her to school and take my ass back home and go to sleep for a minute.
Oh, you go back home and take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay, that works too.
Especially in the last 2 weeks. So
why the last 2 weeks?
I've been busy.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess you can be.
In a couple of weeks, we're gonna be down in New Orleans.
Somebody invited me to go to New Orleans. Is it a game?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna go to the game.
Come on, go down to New Orleans with us.
I was just gonna go smoke and hang out.
That's what
hang
we
out
gonna
with
do.
us.
I'll think about it.
That's what we gonna do.
Y'all going to the game though, Fabian? You gotta be Fabian. You gonna have to put on Raiders gear.
No, no. I'm gonna put on a hoodie and I'm gonna be straight.
He gonna put on the radio.
I wasn't sure.
Hey,
He ain't gonna put on.
Kimberly, I'm gonna bring him one just in case.
I didn't know if it was that wild and wrong type of situation.
We going into one a suite, and I'm sure it's a New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm
suite.
sure it is.
So you might want to hide your shit.
No.
He not.
Raiders for life.
He choose violence every day.
Hey,
so
let
don't
us
even
get
worry
in
about
first.
it.
Let us get in
y'all,
first.
did y'all see my pictures? I'm going to the gun range. Did y'all see?
I saw you. I saw. What was you shooting?
Thank you, Kirsten.
What was you shooting?
Okay, so she started me off on the Glock, the 9, which was decent.
17.
Who said wasn't that?
Glock 17. That's the 9mm. That's usually the 9mm.
Okay, whatever. So she started me off on that, but I think because of my hand shortage, like I don't have the span, like I couldn't reach the clip to release it like you supposed to.
Right.
Like I would think she was holding it and unclipping it all at the same time. I couldn't do all that. Don't do that.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about because the Glock is.
Yeah, it's right there at your thumb.
Yeah, it's right
it's
there.
It's on that side. I can't get it.
Oh, so you can't read your thumb is not big.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, so then she moved me to the Beretta, which I really like. I think that's gonna be my gun.
Yeah, and it's a nice price.
And it's a nice. They all expensive. I don't care what they got. I don't care which one you look at. Make sure you start off. Get you some money now. You're gonna need $300 plus.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Damn money.
Yeah. The one I got down here, shit was $700.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. They big ball shot called. I'm just gonna stick with the regular stuff. And then she had a fancier one, but I don't remember what it was called, and I didn't like it too much.
Oh, okay. It was
I wasn't
too fancy
trying.
for you.
I wasn't trying to do all that complicated stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't shoot no Mac 10s or nothing, did you?
No, but the person next to us obviously was, and that's another thing. Like I want to, just say once you get there, for the ladies who are really thinking about, gun ownership or whatever, just kind of, get used to the noise, and then you won't even really hear it. Like the person next to us was like, but eventually I didn't even hear them. I started concentrating on my own shooting because it became important. The target became important.
Man, I took my wife and my daughter to the gun range, and boy, the gun range guy came and said, "Ma'am, can you please stop shooting my ceiling?" Man, Cassandra, she was all over the place, but Mia, I said, "Mia, put 2 in the head." Pow, pow.
Fine.
No problem.
No problem.
Because Cassandra probably
She's thinking too much and shit.
Yeah, she probably like. Pow.
Yeah,
I think because I'm so nervous too. I don't want to mess up nothing. These are her, these are her guns. So I'm very cautious. So thank you, Kirsten.
I don't think you can mess up a gun unless you.
I just didn't want to do nothing wrong. The whole gun safety thing. Is where she started off with, and I'm actually going to take the class.
No,
I'm going to do the 8-hour class.
That's cool. I mean, because I think, everybody needs to be,
the revolution already been televised.
Yeah, but
it happened January 6th, just in case y'all don't remember.
It was definitely televised.
It was televised, live and in person.
And if y'all ain't ready,
hey, whatever happened to that lone brother that was there, just standing around?
I don't know.
I wonder whatever happened.
They probably got him locked up.
I don't know. So many of people going down in flames.
Yeah,
though.
But he was. He was about the only brother that was in there.
I don't remember.
And it was a meme came out, and he said, "Brother, when we told you to meet us at the Capitol, we mean Capitol Grill,
not the Capitol. Is that the only reason why he was there?"
Yeah, he's
Lord,
like, hey,
have mercy,
on, man.
So yeah, I'm excited about this.
We forgot to ask Ike, what you been smoking on? That's legal in Tennessee.
You got a preference?
I'm still on my upsetters, my rude boy. I mean, it's this because I think I bought 3 or 4 of them when I got ready to go to Jamaica, and I only smoked one. I did when I was down in Jamaica. I tried some of them Jamaican cigars.
How did that go? Don't let Fabian know no personal.
It was all right. It was okay. I think the thing that just was insulting is the amount of money that they were trying to get for him. Mm-hmm. Right. Like $35 for one damn cigar. For one cigar. Oh, that's American money. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Are you taking your own to New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we need to go to the place where they roll the cigars.
Yeah,
we need to go there.
Oh, I want to go there.
Come on, hang out with us.
Okay, I'll think about it. I need to find me a partner to roll with me.
Yeah, find you a partner.
Ride the train, $51.
I won't get no damn train. Y'all gonna come pick me up or anything? That's what I thought. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll pick you up.
I don't want to ride the train.
I mean, you live. I gotta go too. Can you turn your phone on?
I don't know what it's doing. It's not on. It's just charging.
The cool thing about the train is that it's probably about an hour more than if you had drove, but that's because they stop at them little cities. But you can sit.
It'd be little towns.
I think about it.
I
think about it.
Yeah,
I think about it. If I think about it. I ain't gonna. I think about it. Let me send my sister a text message. Be like, let's roll out.
I'll roll out.
We'll see. I need somebody that go that want to smoke though. Let me rethink that.
Angie will smoke.
You want to bring Angie?
She is going.
Oh, is she? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well then it changed the whole perspective. Then I hang out with Angie. I like her.
Yeah, we can smoke.
I like her way more than I like you. So that's fine.
I mean, you're supposed to, but that's cool.
The others not hurt.
It should be, because when you tell the truth, like somebody tried to shade me.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
You know, this one over here in the corner tried to shade me.
What Randy do?
Whatever.
That's what started her off. She was good until Randy came in,
walk up in there.
And then she like.
That's not true. They making that stuff.
So check this out. I was watching this video, and they were talking about the different tequilas, and they were talking about that. Like all of the new brands of tequila, like the Rocks Tequila,
they all ain't no good.
All of them made at the same place.
Wow. And they just slapping their name on it.
And they slapping their name on it. This
on
place makes 60 different vodkas. I mean, 60 different tequilas. And basically they will add something to make it taste unique for you. But pretty much they all made it the same place.
You would think all of them got the same base.
Yeah.
And then they just...
what makes it so special, though?
I mean, if you start with a good base, that's like with any alcohol.
I thought it had more to do with where it was sold from. I don't know.
I'm sure they get the same shit.
But there's only a few places. Like these places advertise. Like if you want your own tequila, if you got enough money, you can get you one.
Okay. Hey,
so
I need new tequila. I had a great tequila yesterday. I cannot remember the name of it.
Was it that Paris? What's the one that's the girls out in California made?
Paris Hilton.
No, not Paris Hilton. The Kardashians.
Oh hell no! Nobody want that now.
Yeah,
she got the worst rating ever.
Really?
Yeah, hers is rated one of the worst.
All right, so we got another special guest coming in, joining us. She's gonna tell us all about the Cognac, cars, and cigars.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Smoke Podcast.
Boy, I swear, boy, Kimberly, she's
in raw form today.
Welcome back.
And she, Fabian, did you get the memo that she ain't gonna be here? She only got a small bucket of time she can miss. I think her bucket is full. I don't think you got any more times you can miss, Kimberly, this year.
I know you ain't talking
to me. Yeah.
I know you not talking. You missed whole 3 weeks and won't talk about 1 week.
I was working.
I'm gonna be working.
Yeah, at Mary J. Blige's concert.
So hey, y'all heard that very sultry voice there, and we like to bring in.
Not sultry.
Yeah, man. He's like.
I don't know if he want that.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know Dr. B.
Dr. Bowden in the house. What's going on, Dr. Bowden?
Man, it's so good to be here.
Dr. Phillip Bowden. Phillip R Bowden.
Yes.
It's all good, man. I've gone way back with you guys.
Oh,
yeah, man. Over Mendenhall.
Sure did. We did a lot. We did a lot.
Well, cool.
So, man, we appreciate you coming and being on the show. So, you got this festival coming up.
Is it a festival?
Is it a festival?
I think it's just an event.
It's just an event.
It's a party. Just a party.
Yeah.
For one night, a festival, you got multiple.
I mean, and he we asked him what kind of cigar. He said, I'm not really a cigar. I said,
he said, do you have to like all three? It's cognac, cars, and cigars.
That's right.
And he only like 2 of the 3.
Well, listen, I won't say I won't smoke a cigar every now and then. That ain't, it's not a big deal.
That ain't what you said.
It just doesn't drive me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get out of bed to go smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
But I'll get out of bed to go, drink a little cognac, and cars have always been a passion of mine.
I know, man, because I remember when I first met you, you hadn't just got it. You had eventually, like 2 years later, you had got the Audi.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You got the Audi, and you kept that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you upgraded to a McLaren, right?
I did the McLaren and did a Lamborghini.
Yeah. What you got now, the Lamborghini?
Well, I was just in an accident
Oh.
Dang.
about a month ago. God totaled the McLaren out.
Oh man.
And my good friend, did you guys know Evlon?
Oh, the guy.
Evlon, the car dealer, he was.
Oh, yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
okay, we know who you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, we don't know him.
Well, he
Oh,
died.
E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died about a month or so
in
ago.
Miami.
2 months ago, he bought my Lamborghini,
Wow.
Oh,
and
wow.
it was just weird
Yeah.
about the way that it went down.
Yeah.
He always loved that car,
Mm-hmm.
and when I put it online, really not intending to sell it, but
Just getting some fillers out there.
basically,
see what people's gonna
and
see.
this is what people don't know about these cars. I bought the car 5 years ago. I got more for the car than what I paid for it 5 years ago. So I drove it for 5 years and then turned around and made money on the car.
Is it
Wow.
is it called
Ridiculous.
what is it called at the antique?
Well,
No,
At
I
that
mean,
point-
'cause I'm sure you probably only had about 5,000 miles on it, if that.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
5,000
yeah.
souls.
I remember
Right.
one time I
He held
pulled
his
up to the
value.
light and Dr. Bowden was driving the Audi and he let the window down. I said, "Hey, you want to switch?"
No. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. Then he took off and said, "Eat my dust."
Oh, you ain't talking about nothing.
Definitely wasn't me.
So Doc, how did you get involved in the cognac, cars, and cigars?
Well, listen, probably about I want to say 6 years ago, I heard about this event, and it was on it was at the Pink Palace.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was on one of those beautiful days, and I went out there and took my girlfriend out there at that time, and we had such a great time. And it was all the folks that I like, people that are cool, just wanting to live life, enjoy life, and have a good time.
Right.
And I told her at that time, I said, you know what? I'm going to take over this event. I think it was a car dealership that had the title.
So
then.
you actually took it over.
Well, I'm a sponsor.
I know you're the
The
title sponsor.
sponsor.
It's the Phillip R Bowden.
Well, I am the sponsor.
Yeah.
All right. It's not my event. I don't own the event.
Yeah.
But I am the sponsor.
Right. But those who write the checks make a lot of
Makes the
sense.
shots.
No doubt.
Calls
No
the
doubt.
shots.
And it's a beautiful thing because these people are actually my clientele, my future clientele.
Yep, that's true.
That's the age range where you need to start thinking about getting colonoscopies and doing weight loss type of procedures, getting colonics, all of that stuff. It just kind of all falls together right in that
Because
little
you're
niche.
dealing with people, anybody that's coming to that event, they have some disposable income.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
But
I mean,
but
they-
more importantly, they have jobs, they have insurance.
Insurance.
That's it. They got insurance.
And this is what I hate. I know people who have insurance and don't bother to use it.
Yeah.
They
Who
can
don't?
come in and get the procedures done and all this stuff, and they don't even come.
Yeah, I know
It's
I need
sad.
to holler at you.
It's sad. Well, come on through.
Go on, use your insurance, baby.
I know, man. But it may not take, man. I'm still on Obamacare. Small business owner. I got to
Man,
do
we
that.
take everything. You kidding me?
He said you tried it.
I'm laughing at this brother. What you think this is? man?
We take
Have you ever been
everybody.
to his office?
Yeah, we a long time ago we shot some commercials in his office.
Yeah, well, I've been there a couple times since then. And
So you've
it's
been using
always
your
packed.
insurance.
Well, it's always packed.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna just call you Phillip, because you on our
Yeah,
show.
go ahead.
So,
Man, I insist.
Phil, so
What was you gonna call me first?
I was gonna call him. I always called him Dr. Bowden.
Oh, that's
I've always called him Dr. Bowden.
That's nice.
Just
That's
respect.
nice.
Yeah.
Respectful.
Yeah, that's
Ain't nothing wrong with being respectful.
I know.
I don't know him, so I just call him Dr. Bowden.
But
That's the same shit.
but the thing
I don't
is,
know him.
that hadn't been a thing for me for 25 years, and I get tired if I'm talking to somebody in the rec. Well, Dr. Bowden, no. Call
I'm
me
chilling
Phil,
right
man.
now.
So you want us?
I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling. You don't want nobody to call you doctor.
Yeah,
you don't
no,
want
that's
nobody
not-
over here. Oh, you a doctor?
That's
hey
not-
man, my arm hurt.
Like I ain't know I'm
And
not that kind of doctor.
See, Doc, this is how we do with the cigars.
Don't nobody want to talk about your little ash.
I wasn't talking about no ash. I was finna.
Ass?
I'll stop. I was finna tell you that the cigars. When you said hanging out with the people that's chilling.
That's booty doctor.
Yeah, you mentioned ass.
Oh, ash. Ash.
What I was about to
Okay.
say before I was rudely
Not
interrupted.
rudely.
Kimberly on a
This is what we do. This is what we do.
you talked about people like to chill.
Yeah.
So you got your whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Nice car.
Yes, sir.
Pull that cigar out. The cigar is a timer. It takes about an hour and a half to smoke one of these. If you can sit still and smoke your whole cigar and smoke it all the way down, you know you have chilled for about an hour.
Well, honestly, I did cigars for a while. I mean, that was my thing. But then I just came up with some things that I didn't like about it and just had to let it go, I moved on to the next thing,
I understand.
That's what's up.
I understand.
Move on to the next friend.
While
you were right about this whiskey, man. Oh, my God.
You like it?
You like that?
Don't try to steal that, Bob. Dr. Bowden.
So
we know
I want to go ahead and
Nice.
take a moment and thank Cindria for hooking us up. She was supposed to have sent you with a bottle of whiskey, but she sent me a message and said, "Oops, I forgot."
About that.
So I said, "That's all right. We got it."
The lady with the plan.
Oh yeah,
Sandra, man, she is
the ghetto. What she call herself? The ghetto chef.
Yes,
The ghetto chef.
Ghetto
yeah.
chef, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
She cooked. She be throwing down, and
Why
she
she
loves
calling herself
she
the
loves
ghetto
coffee, and she loves good drinks. Cause she'll send me a post. She said, "Ike, you been here yet?"
Wow. Wow. Why is she called the ghetto chef, though?
Well, she's a chef, but she's not trained to be a chef. So
Oh, okay.
Shit, that's everybody
That's
there.
everybody. There's a lot of folk on TikTok and Facebook. Timothy, never mind.
So listen, I had just got a text in the first segment, and it said that Memphis Animal Shelter has, what did I said, 232 chickens that somebody had, I guess, had them at their house.
And brought them to
So
the
they
animal
brought them
shelter?
they brought them to the animal shelter. Now, I'm just gonna tell y'all, if y'all got 300 chickens and y'all having trouble, I'll take 10 off of your hands. Now I'm not gonna be babysitting them. We gonna put them on the use.
You gonna make every chicken dish you
We're
possibly
gonna
can.
have chicken cordon bleu.
Not chicken cordon bleu.
We're gonna have it. So
show.
I'm just saying, if y'all see me with a bunch of chickens, hey, mind your business. That's
I
all I'm
thought you was gonna be trying to do it for the eggs, since the eggs are almost $6 now.
Oh, man.
So I'd rather have the chicken.
Ike, I'm sorry. I just don't remember you talking this much before, man. You usually a silent brother with the camera.
He get the drinking.
And it's over.
It's
and he
over.
done swallowed that wine.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you trying to move on to the whiskey? You trying to get the whiskey?
I am.
to the
No,
You
we
see-
still gotta talk. So Phil, when you started getting into the Cognac cars
Get it right.
and cigars, what made you just like, you know what, this is my set, I need to be a part of this, and this has been what, 6 years now?
Yeah, at least. Listen, I like to party.
Right, I know that.
And I like to be around people who say, "Hey, this is my time to let my hair down if I had hair still."
Right.
And
Me too, Dr. Bowden.
and I felt that vibe of
Right.
that crowd. It was we gonna all have a good time tonight.
Right.
I don't know what's going on tomorrow, but tonight we're gonna enjoy this night.
Well, the one thing I can give a stamp on is you do know how to throw a damn party.
Yes, you do.
Woo! I
remember
I'm not
the-
gonna talk,
yeah,
no, we're not
we ain't
going to talk
gonna
about
talk
it.
about it.
We're not going to talk about it, but just
I don't
know
know if that's suitable for air.
No. This was a very family friendly.
Oh,
He brought
okay.
Charlie Wilson in.
Oh,
man. I'm like,
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't have got invited, but I was working, and so that was my invitation.
Kimberly,
Yes.
That shit was
everything was white.
Ooh.
So when we showed up, because me and Fabian was working,
Yeah,
they
we were.
like,
We didn't get a real invitation.
they like, hey, take your shoes off. I'm like, you what?
So it was
Y'all
all
get
white.
kicked
It was an
out.
all
It was
white
all
party,
white, and all the furniture
okay.
was white.
but his ass came in blue.
Now, but listen,
How that work?
that was a once in a lifetime party, man.
How does that
It was
work?
funny because the police showed up.
Yeah.
And I went out to meet him. I said, "Well, we got both mayors in the party. So now, which one you want me to
What
go?
you
You want to say? You want to say?
boss you wanna talk
Who you want
Who
to
you
talk
want to
to?
holler at?
Yeah, that and Charlie Wilson, man. Oh, God, that
Oh,
brother.
yeah.
Elder,
He puts on a
I
great
had
show.
seen Charlie in a bunch of shows, but I
too.
never seen him hit the button and his suit light up.
Oh yeah,
until it was at Phil's party.
Really?
That brother was on. Yeah, he was on
on
a
it.
different thing.
That's what's up.
Charlie is an entertainer.
He's definitely an old school entertainer.
Super nice, down to earth. You
Yeah.
know, I was
And
just
he's real humble.
Yeah.
That is. I did come away with that. That
Well, I
he
think
was real
probably
humble.
because of his testimony too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
of everything that's happened to him. Yeah, I would think so.
And his wife was right there behind him,
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
him in line.
Keeping him in line.
And keeping all them women
that
away.
dude said I was broke, and now I'm rich again.
Yep.
Well, hey, that's what's up.
That's the story.
So,
that's
so
what's
when is this date of this Cigars Cognac? What is it?
Is it sold out?
Hold on. It's the Dr. Phillip R Bowden
Is it
Cognac
sold out?
Cars and Cigars.
Okay.
When is it?
Well, that's a good question.
You party so much you don't even know when this one is.
You know they gotta call and tell him, hey, Doc, you know it's
you know where you
tomorrow.
supposed
That's
to be.
exactly right.
You got one.
He got people.
I got my people.
He got
So we
people
need to talk to the
on
people
point.
that
That's
know.
exactly right.
You should have brought the assistant.
Yeah, you're right.
I did ask Andrea was she coming. She says no.
I
She gonna let him
shit
roll
to
out
do.
on his own.
I gotta do some ghetto
Okay.
chefing.
And then
Ghetto chef.
the internet says it's November 5th.
Yes, it
He
is.
said the internet. That's
Yeah.
funny.
You know what? I
At
wanted
Mud
you.
Island.
Park. Fourth Bluff Park.
Fourth Blood.
Oh,
I could have
okay.
told you that, but I want you to look it up.
Okay.
Dang.
Thank
Is
you.
it sold out? Do you
Appreciate
know
it.
that?
It is sold.
Let me check.
Well, the radio said it's sold out.
The radio
The
said
radio
it's
said
sold out. Oh,
But you know what? A couple days ago, the Grizzlies, they kick off their new season.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the news that morning. They said they had 100 tickets. I watched the news later on that evening. They still said they had 100 tickets.
So you can't tell.
So you can't. I doubt seriously if they still had 100 tickets left.
right.
So
Okay.
I had
So
to-
what you trying to say? It ain't sold out?
Well,
You got
the man here.
You got the
Oh
man
wait,
here.
I need a ticket.
Listen,
That's all I'm trying to do.
yeah,
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Well, what I realized early on in this thing is I can't hold a bunch of tickets because all day long I'll be here you here's your dollar.
Hey, when
and I
he
got
walks
tired
in
of
the
lying.
when he
Says,
walks in the
"Hey, I
room
don't
with the
have
white
any
coat
tickets."
on, they be like, Doc, let me get a couple tickets.
me get
He's
some
like,
of them tickets,
I'm
man."
supposed to have more.
It's a digital age. Just drop it in our
Not
wallets.
even that. They will be laying on the gurney waiting for me to do a colonoscopy. Talking about, can I get some tickets for that?
Hey, Doc,
thing
before
you
you
got.
before you start probing my ass, give me some couple of
Dang,
tickets.
Fabian. Dang, Fabian. Really?
I've been drinking.
No, don't try to blame it on that now.
Blame it on the
You was just
alcohol.
fine 2 seconds ago.
So let's go ahead and talk about our pairing tonight.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
We got. You know what? We need to say it like this. We got two because
I didn't want the whiskey.
When Phil came in, he said, "Hey man, I like wine, but I ain't a wine drinker tonight. If I'm
Not
gonna do
tonight.
the podcast, I need some bourbon." And so, Ike, tell them what you got.
So we got some Kovo single barrel whiskey rye, and it's
Why
it's-
risky?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna let Kimberly go first because
What else supposed to be talking about? The
The
wine?
wine. Go ahead and talk about the
I'm
wine
sorry.
first.
I started looking up the hotel
I didn't-
information.
oh my
I
gosh,
swear, I tell you what, bro, we gotta get some new.
This show is ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to have something.
know,
We need somebody on staff just to
Wait a
give y'all
minute,
a
not
piece of
the
paper.
staff, but I thought we was gonna talk about the wine.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's all I got. It's called Flavor Bomb. Vine dried Shiraz. It's 2019. Just as the name suggests, it is a juggernaut of rich, juicy flavors with dark, opulent berries, lashings of oak, and smooth tannins. Our grapes are dried on the vine before being harvested to preserve the natural concentrated flavors and sugars in each berry. We're not called Flavor Bomb for nothing. Hey, it's got four stars out of 5.
Despite the cheesy looking bottle, it's some really good wine.
You think the bottle is cheesy?
Yeah, it's like I printed that shit downstairs.
You so dumb. I cannot.
50s, like a 1950s kind of feel.
Yeah.
1920s.
So I was at
enjoying the wine.
Pyramid
Roaring
Wine
20s.
and Liquors,
Hey, Pyramid.
who's not our sponsor yet.
Hey, Pyramid.
Anyway, and they were giving out taste of this, so I tasted. I was like, okay. I said, let me get that whiskey, and then I said, let me get that. Let me try that flavor bomb because it was actually
I'm glad
good.
you
The
get
little
it.
taste I got was good. So that's how we ended up.
Oh,
with
you
that.
sampled it in the store?
Yeah, I sampled it in the
great.
store, and
They got 'em.
it got real good reviews. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's 4 out of 5.
every now and then, because I still got that chocolate rum that I bought. That stuff there, boy.
Did you ever try the chocolate vodka for the martinis?
Oh yeah, I tried that.
It's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's good.
That's good.
I'm sorry, side note.
You start listening to the show. There's a common denominator when it comes to Isaac. He loves sweet, fruity drinks and stuff. You know, Baileys and coffee and shit like that.
That's not sweet or fruity. It's not fruity. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
The Bailey, you think Bailey's?
It's cream.
It's cream.
Yeah.
No lactose intolerance?
No.
With a backdrop of
Good for you.
a little bit of alcohol.
He wants you to be lactose intolerant.
No, I don't.
What that's gonna do?
80% of African Americans are lactose intolerant.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I don't drink a lot of milk, and I don't.
Yeah, I just
can't
stay
do
away
cream.
from it now.
I can't do cream that much.
Yeah.
The thing about this whiskey, it is gluten free, and it's one of the few whiskeys that's supposedly gluten free. I'm just telling y'all.
No, it's just your segues. You like we were talking.
I thought we were talking about the whiskey.
No.
All right. Well, and then I'm gonna flip it back. Only 1% of the population has issue with gluten, and probably even less black folks. I'm sorry. So
We grew up eating shit that we didn't know what it was.
Not really an issue here. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Isaac, go ahead, because you know your little security squad be coming for us. So go ahead.
I'm trying to see what my friends at Google had to say. So
Hey, Google.
Koval is it says it is a Chicago mainstay when it comes to spirit, located in the section of Ravenwood's neighborhood referred to as Malt Row. So Fabian, you from Chicago? You ever heard of Malt Row?
No.
Okay, all right.
I knew that was
It
coming.
says this Chicago's first post-prohibition distillery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's got really. I mean, it has.
It's a really good. It's a really.
How is it?
It's really good.
What are you tasting before Isaac give the notes?
I taste a little caramel. It has a hint of sweetness to it.
Do it have a little bite to it? No.
No, not really.
Okay.
It's pretty smooth. What's the
So
proof?
compared to our Harlem standard, where would you rate it? Because that's the standard.
That is
I
the
think.
standard. I think I had to go down a couple of notches.
Okay, so you okay?
Yeah.
But that ain't bad.
I mean,
You
but
just
it's
said
still-
a couple
it-
notches. You didn't
yeah,
say
it's still
you
a
didn't
really
say Uncle
good-
Nearest notch, but
I don't have anything against Uncle Nearest.
we all don't.
Yeah.
But I think it's ratings.
This is where your palate is at, and Uncle Nearest. I guess I hadn't gotten there yet.
I'm not grown enough for them.
Yeah. Well, it
has a bite.
It has a bite.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
And if
Yeah.
you're trying to sip and enjoy,
I agree.
it just
I think
it
it's just
ain't-
a story.
not-
that
it-
was-
it-
Some
I-
people, but some people can.
Some people can.
I can't.
I just
But
can't.
I can't either. But they're good at. They're really good at mixed drinks. They make
It
a
would
good.
have to
They make
go
a good.
in
They make a
something.
really good mixed drink.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
real good to easy to mix that.
And you
But-
would get there to your what she say? Get on her level.
Get on your level.
Get on your level.
Whatever that level is. It might
Whatever
be
that
higher
might
than
be.
somebody else's level.
Right. It's a little strong. It's got a little.
Now, what's your favorite bourbon or whiskey, Phil?
That's a good question. I mean, I love Bullet and Rye
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Okay, we've had that.
Woodford Reserve.
Yeah.
You know,
We've had that. That's a good one.
let's see. I'm a drinker.
What
So I
what's your
drink a little-
go-to
I
drink?
drink
What's
a
your
little
go-to
everything.
drink? What's your go-to drink though?
That's just it. I don't really have a go-to drink. I mean, it just depends on my mood.
So
at
if you at the
particular
crib,
time.
you look at your bar and you like, you just scan. Oh, I do that.
Well, you know what? If I'm just alone, I'm probably going to drink something with a little bit of sweet to it, Crown Apple, something like that. You know, just
you shoot it?
Just no, I don't do that.
No, we're too old for that. Our stomachs don't agree with the shooting.
Yeah, I don't need. I don't have a need to shoot it. I'm just going to put a little, ice on it and just
Yeah.
kind of sip it.
And enjoy.
No, I like it. I like it in the freezer.
Put it in freezer and pull it out.
Freezer and pull it out. Then pour me a little glass full.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see. It's funny you asked the question. My mind goes blank.
That's normally what
I got
happened
a
when
full
Fabian asks
bar.
question.
You a champagne drinker?
I am. Again, it's it's a rosé. What is it? There are only but
See, I never would have said you was a rosé.
two super nice ones. Okay, I'm blanking on the name of the champagnes.
All right.
That's
So
all
while
right.
you thinking about that, let me finish the rest of what Google had to say about this Kovo.
Okay.
It says the very first aroma
He's like, take me off the chopping
is a
block.
sweet note that reminds me of caramel. Beneath that, there are typical pepper notes that come with nearly every rye whiskey. You also get notes of pumpernickel bread and a barbecue brisket that has been pulled out the pit. It
That's
said,
a lot.
This liquor has a high, nearly syrup-like viscosity given the dark amber color of the spirit. And this person said, I could see somebody mistakenly pouring this over their pancakes.
I don't know about that shit.
Yeah, I don't know
Might
about
be
that.
good in a syrup.
It says, taking a sip, the complex aroma that comes across the nose starts to dissipate. The first flavor that comes across is a fresh loaf of bread folded quickly with a sweetness that reminds me of brown sugar. The pepper flavor that comes from the rye is surprisingly subdued. And according to this guy, he said it might be the most balanced rye whiskey I've ever had.
Oh wow!
All right, let's say this: they had a very good marketing person.
Mm-hmm. We always say that they love their stuff.
The more he read, the more I felt like I could taste some of those flavors.
See, I never had pumpernickel bread, so I mean the brisket. The smokiness from the brisket.
I just think the bread maybe because of the rye.
Yeah, rye bread. Yeah, I can see
that may be why.
But the brisket, because it has a decent little smokiness to it.
It does have some good smokiness.
Well, I may
to
taste it today.
I'm saying like a woody kind of a taste, just
of the earth.
Yeah.
Of the earth.
I don't get the maple, but I'm not a maple. I'm not a maple syrup.
Did you say maple or caramel?
Yeah, but I kind of get. I get the maple.
You get the maple. I get the caramel. I get the caramel.
Is it caramel or caramel?
Depends on where you brought up with.
Salmon or salmon?
Oh no,
it's never salmon.
It's never with the L.
That's the hood. That's the hood fish.
We pronounce
some of that salmon.
So y'all want me to tell you about the cigar?
Hey, you on the roll? Like,
go ahead, because you like. We need a moment. So go ahead. Go ahead.
So the cigar we smoking today.
You've been working on some words.
The cigar we've been smoking today is Aurora 1495 series. It says this cigar has an interesting background behind it. It says while it might look like an oily cigar with a line on the band, this is a cigar that features 6 different tobaccos in it.
I could
the name
tell
1495 series has a historical significance. It was the first year that the city of Santiago de los in the Dominican Republic was founded when Christopher Columbus landed on the island. Anyway, cigar. It says this cigar was created to pay homage to I guess San Diego, which is now the second largest city in the Dominican Republic. Ultimately, it would come down to how good the blend is. So I think it's a great cigar.
Great.
I didn't realize it was six different tobaccos in it.
I can tell
it's
it
a
has
slow.
a lot.
It's a slow. I can see getting one of these cigars and sitting probably sitting for about an hour.
It's a tough smoke. It's got a tough pull on it.
Yeah, it's a tough pull to you?
Yeah, it has a tough pull to me.
Maybe it's because it's the torpedo.
I don't know.
Or something.
Maybe,
I don't know.
and it seems like it's tight. It's got to be packed with a lot of stuff because I can taste stuff
You taste all the different flavors?
on my tongue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dr. Bowden, we did a show one time at Fat Charlie's, and they had this guy. What was his name? Hezekiah?
Jedediah.
Yeah.
So he was with
What's your
Alex Bradley.
Alec
Bradley. And
Shut up.
he told us about this retrohaling where you basically take the smoke and bring it into your, what is it? You bring it into your lungs.
You bring
right?
it to your you
the
take it up your
passages
throat.
up here.
Yeah, it comes up here.
Out, out of your
It's a different way. We tried it and almost died.
Wait a minute. Let's fix that. Them two tried it and almost died.
Yeah, we all.
You weren't going that route.
I'm not doing that.
It get up here at your nose and it just burns. I mean, it just burns.
Okay.
Like
But
crazy.
everybody says that if you get into the retrohaling, then you can really taste the different flavors of a cigar. Like it gives you a different perspective. But I'm good with the one I have. I don't have to do the whole.
And they brought 3 different kinds of whiskey, and we tried. We got the sample
all
each
the
one
bullet,
of them.
all the
all the
bullet
bullet whiskeys, and that was the first time that I really, somebody had told me how to taste them so that you could really taste, like you could taste the caramel notes. You could really taste the different kind of notes in the whiskey. So he would pour a little bit, and he would ask everybody, so what do you taste? Because everybody's gonna taste something different anyway.
Right, their palate.
Yeah, because of their palate. But it was good. So this again.
I don't know if I like this one.
So how do we know that Kimberly doesn't like her cigar, Fabian?
It's barely smoked.
That's it.
Yeah, it's barely smoked. But that's cool though. I mean, that's why there's a lot of cigars out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find something else to smoke.
So Kimberly, are you gonna go to do they have what is it, the Red in Nashville, the cigar bar?
I think you have to have a membership for the Red Door.
The Red Door.
Or Red Phone Booth or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. Mm-hmm.
But if you got the password, you can get in.
Yeah.
I don't have the
They
pass.
they have a couple of those in Atlanta.
Yeah, they got one in Atlanta.
I don't have a passcode. If anybody,
Great place to go and just hang out.
Really?
if y'all want
Yeah.
to send me a passcode,
They make these exquisite mixed drinks with doing more stuff than you could ever imagine.
Oh, I'm here.
Somebody's going to do to a drink.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
they got all these tools. The bartenders wear all these tools,
Uh-huh.
and they're doing all kinds of ice chipping and egg breaking and
Egg breaking.
all kinds of stuff.
I'm here
So
for
it's,
it.
It's
that's
fun
not
just
the
to
one
watch it.
that that's not Cam Newton's cigar bar.
No,
No, his
No.
is
That's
fellowship.
fellowship. Yeah.
Now, if you want to go for a pot,
No, again, I went to the one in Atlanta, and my wife, we didn't have reservations
for which
the,
one?
for the one in Atlanta,
Okay, the red phone
the
booth.
red
thingy?
phone booth.
Uh-huh.
But again, as beautiful as you are, if you come in there with your face all made up, girl, you
They gonna let
getting
me.
in.
Girl,
They gonna be
just
like, come on in here.
I don't think that's how that works. You trying to set me up for failure?
No, I'm telling you.
Now, Phil, when you went in, did you smoke a cigar?
Back then, I did.
All right.
Okay.
What? When you were smoking, do you remember your?
No.
Yeah. You just whatever you grab.
Yeah, I
Whatever
wasn't-
somebody gave you.
I wasn't that serious a cigar smoker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get. I
But-
feel
Yeah,
that.
I'm
You know, I've enjoyed a smoke every now and then.
I'm not going on Isaac's word. You mean? No, because Isaac had me up there looking stupid.
Well, you are more than welcome to go with me and Fabian to New Orleans.
Here we go.
Because we're gonna go to the place. They're gonna roll some cigars.
I do want to go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hook you up.
Okay, thank you. So
Yes,
sweet.
we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
They so sweet.
You just saying that on air, man.
Hey,
We
Cam,
gon- Fabian, Fabian, are we not?
got you. I mean, I got
going
you.
to New Orleans. I did not. Let's be clear. I did not say I got you. I said I got you as far as you're welcome to come, but you got to have your own money.
I thought
Thank
it might
God
be a
for a
catch to that
job.
thing.
Thank God for a job.
There you go.
Thank God for all my jobs. Because, honey, these folks invite you on trips and then want to clarify.
clarify that shit.
Let me clarify, just so we straight.
Right. So you ain't scared. It's all good, man. It's all good.
All right,
It's
we're gonna take a quick break. I need to refresh my drink.
And we're going to get the information from Dr. Bowden about the event.
Yeah, we need you to tell us what kind of doctor. I mean, I know Fabian's kind of alluded to it, but we want you to tell people
Yeah.
what kind of doctor, because he
Be
is
happy to.
actively recruiting new clients.
Right. I need to become one
No, but
with
here's
my
the thing.
insurance.
Here's the thing. He got some other shit. Some. He.
No,
way to put it.
not shit. Not
He
shit.
got some.
Other
That's not
stuff.
friendly.
He
That's not
has
friendly.
some. He has some
Other things he'd like to
no,
discuss.
he has some other endeavors.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Good word.
That
Not shit.
literally. All right, y'all. We'll be right back.
I hate it here.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Smoke Podcast.
Yes. So when we left, Phil, you was telling us about all the stuff you're doing, the cognac cars, the cigars, and I know that you are also a doc. So tell everybody what you do.
He a real doctor, y'all. He had a
Real
white
doctor.
coat and everything.
Yeah, not a book doctor.
I am a board certified
Not the
gastroenterologist.
WebMD doctor.
And I say board certified because they make you work to get that thing, you know.
That's what's up.
So
Give
I'm a
all
board
your
certified
props.
gastroenterologist. I have been practicing in Memphis, man, close to 25 years
Yeah.
now. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
That time just blew by.
Man, what?
But I was the first physician, not the first black physician, but the first physician to build a freestanding endoscopy center in the
was.
city of Memphis.
Sure was.
right in the heart, right in the heart of Midtown.
Get that man his hand.
Hey, ooh.
There you go.
appreciate. And but what it did though is it gave me a platform to talk to really black men. Black women were kind of on it when I hit the city,
Right.
but my practice was 80% women. And then I started getting on Bev Johnson's show, and I started doing commercials, and brothers started to come in. Now my practice is about 50-50.
Yeah.
So
that's
black
cool.
men are
I
getting
know. I've
in
been
there.
there to get one.
Yeah,
I've been there
they're
to
coming
get
on
one.
in to get the colonoscopies. They know that by the time you reach 45, that's when you need to have a colonoscopy done. Why?
Right.
To prevent colon cancer. That's the bottom line.
Period.
And so I had to expand my practice, though. You know, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I learned about colonics probably 30 years ago, and I went and trained on doing colonics. And really a bad story. You know, when we were training,
We love a bad story.
each person would do a colonic, and the other person would assist them. You know,
Right.
And before I went in there to get the colonic done,
now they do dummies
these are other students. We're all learning to do this, right? And so before we did it, the instructor said, "Now wait a minute. Now when you feel like there's something back there, don't think it's gas. It's probably just some liquid. You're finishing draining. So don't jump up off the table real quick, and think you just got gas."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I didn't really believe that.
This story is going somewhere.
Yeah, it's going downhill.
And I sprayed the entire table, man. I mean, it felt like gas to me. But the point is, I went through the whole process of learning how to do colonics on people.
So for people that may not know what that is, which I'm one of them.
Yeah.
What is it?
Colonics is basically a way to clean out the entire colon.
Right.
And we have a table that you come in and you sit on. It's almost like a toilet that you just kind of lay down on.
Uh-huh.
And we force water into the rectum, all right? And over time, you have to hold it so that the water goes basically all the way around your colon.
Uh-huh.
And then you release it. When you release all that stuff that's been collected in people.
We need a positive. When you losing 5 pounds or something.
For weeks.
So how many
patients,
pounds is that?
Well, listen, it just depends on how much you have in your body, right?
I'm just trying to get the people
I have patients who haven't gone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh,
so you can imagine, you eating every day, but nothing's coming out.
That's terrible.
That's bad.
Wouldn't they know something was wrong with them?
Well, it's the way they've been, so they don't even think it's unusual until I tell them.
You're supposed to go every day.
They probably done took all kind of X-Lax and all kinds of stuff, man.
Oh my God.
Well, see, now I do remember hearing you on the Bev Johnson show, and you told these people, stop with this liquid that you taking, calling yourself doing a colonoscopy. That stuff is bad for you. Colon cleanse.
Yeah.
Stop doing that stuff.
Oh, it's not the same thing.
It's not the same.
Yeah, those things are,
of course not.
They're not good for you in the long run. But this is a more or less a natural way to come in, and I have
less harmful.
I have a study following. Yeah, it's just water. I mean, it's like
water.
it's like a deep enema. Okay, a very deep enema.
What we gotta try to wing the people in. Say something else. we need something else.
Oh, you don't want me to keep it real? That's glamorous. It ain't glamorous. Keep it 100 over here.
Tell us the benefits.
You want me to keep it 88?
I'm trying to get you some patients.
Tell us the benefits.
Listen, so that's the beauty of it. If you are an individual who you just don't go every day,
right?
Once a week, twice a week. That's not all those toxins eventually break down and get into your bloodstream, and guess what? You're gonna start feeling bad.
Oh wow.
Headache, fatigue, stomach ache, nausea, all these things can be the result of just not cleaning your colon out on a regular basis.
So I got a result.
So y'all heard him. Get in there and get y'all colonics done.
A healthy individual, how many times should he have to go a day?
I say, you mean a day? Not necessarily a day. 4 times a week. That's the minimum. 4 times a week. If you
if you're going every day,
that's
great.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm good.
Well,
that's great. That's amazing. All right.
Well, you just lost 2 patients with insurance.
So we got Randy here, and Randy and Fabian used to be roommates. Listen, I drove.
I think I want to hear this
Wait a minute,
conversation.
I hit the road with Fabian before, and we had to stop at some little gas station. And then I come in behind him. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, so.
Nah, Fabian, you back on the list. You back on the list.
It was the cheese.
Here's the thing. So, do y'all hear about the guy that they called the police on in Home Depot?
No.
He walked in Home Depot in the bathroom. He said, "Man, I'm about to blow this motherfucker up."
Oh, they thought.
Oh my God!
And so the white guy there's like, "Oh, there's a guy in the bathroom about to blow the whole building up." So they called the police and everything, and by that time, dude was done what he was doing. And the police caught up with him, and they done knocked him down, attacked him, and everything. And he said, "Hey man, what's wrong?" He said, "You were heard saying in the bathroom you're about to blow it up." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Nah, I ain't taking shit."
Yeah, right. Leave me alone. How embarrassing.
All right. So anyway,
back to Phillip. He wants to finish telling us why we should be going.
All right. I mean, if you're not going on a regular basis, you need some help.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do. We have really a constipation center. So folks who come in, not only do we,
I'm here for it. I'm here. That's important. Stop laughing, y'all. Come on, Phillip.
No,
I'm listening.
It's a very huge issue, man, because people aren't eating right. They're not getting enough fiber and water in their diets, or they have what we call just a lazy colon, or
and you
their
can
rectum
tell
isn't-
them that too.
Well, we do tests to check on all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So we have, tests that we do to check the rectum to see if your rectum.
Have you ever told anybody, sir, you're full of shit?
I can't. He's a professional. You can tell the unprofessional people in the room.
Well, you know what? No,
I know what your problem is.
All it is, we're trying to make light of
serious.
Yeah. I mean, it's a serious thing,
It is
and we
very.
want everybody to take it serious, but it's also funny as hell.
I can't. That man trying to tell y'all the.
Hey, here's the bad part about it. We're the main two people that need to be listening.
All right,
That might be the saddest
because
part.
this ain't working out.
That might be. You need to talk to them off air because
Go ahead,
he done went to a whole
Y'all
nother
got me
level.
crying in here. So, part
Lord
two.
help.
Part two. So the other part.
two?
He didn't say
Not number two.
He's not number two.
Part two.
Number
Okay.
two.
All right. Well,
So,
It's all about the number two. for you.
this thing is serious because so many people suffer from obesity and I just said it was serious.
Full of shit.
you sitting there about to bust out laughing. All right, man, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, and it's especially a problem in the black community.
Right.
Our diets have just always been all over the map. And really, the whole essence of being able to maintain your weight or to lose weight
Right.
is about what you're eating.
Right.
So what I decided is I know of several endoscopic procedures that I can learn and do. And so we have several things. Number one, we have the gastric balloon. And that's a procedure in which we actually use the endoscope, put a person to sleep. We use the endoscope and we place a balloon in the stomach. Now, not like a balloon you get at the grocery store, but a real
Do not try this at
a
home.
real
try this at home, 'cause it's
silicone balloon.
Right.
And we fill it up with water. Now, what does that do? That makes the person feel full all the time.
Oh, I need that.
And then it prevents them from eating so much. They can't eat but so much
Oh,
because the balloon takes up space.
right.
And what it does is it slows down your digestive process.
right.
So as a result, you eat lunch, it might be around for a while,
Okay.
And then eventually it'll, move
now,
on
is
out of
my
your stomach.
insurance gonna pay for it?
I'm afraid not. All of this is cash.
Cash money.
Hey, it's like a boob job.
Bad for you, good for me.
Exactly. Now, that's
not
much
bad, but that's a
safer though
great
than
idea.
the gastric bypass, right?
What gastric bypass
Bypass.
is actually real surgery. Okay,
It's
so
real
there's
surgery.
two different things.
Right.
So the gastric balloon is one, and then I have something that I do called the gastric revision, and these are for people who have had a bypass, and unfortunately, man, so many folks who go through that massive surgery end up getting all of that weight back. So we have a procedure called a gastric revision, where we go back in and I sew up, and the person is asleep now. Everybody's asleep.
I'm gonna
doing
need
all
the
these
sleep,
procedures.
the sleep pod.
I actually sew up the inside of their stomach where the gastric bypass was done so
Right.
that they can kind of begin to get some of the same feel that they had when they actually had the gastric bypass in the first place. And so that's tremendously helpful. And then the big baby of them all is the gastric sleeve. And I know you've heard about people going to Colombia
You're
and having
right.
surgery and
Because they
all of
say it's
that
cheaper
business.
and all that good stuff.
Well, and that very well may be true, but now we have an endoscopic sleeve, so you no longer have to get cut. You no longer have to have a recovery time and all
Oh,
of that
wow.
business. So we bring a patient in and we have an anesthetist that actually puts them to sleep. And then I go in with the endoscope and I sew up the stomach so that I eliminate about 45% of their stomach.
Wow.
So that means it's a lot harder for them to just eat because their stomach is all sewed up.
I'm sure it's all kind. Is it a lot of requirements, like stuff? Is it prerequisites for any of that part?
Not really.
Oh,
The prerequisite is you're overweight.
okay.
So
you
people
got
who
money.
get
That would be me.
people who get the balloon, they generally lose about 30 pounds.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So the balloon comes out at 6 months. We put it in, it comes out at 6 months.
Oh, I didn't know that.
For
Okay.
the sleeve, people usually lose about 50 to 60 pounds, and that's something that you keep. It doesn't come out, and usually the weight loss period is over about 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So we've been able to help a lot of folks with that.
And and that's the biggest thing is that you're still helping people, but also
It doesn't sound-
you're running a business because at the end of the day
Sure.
it's your business
Sure.
and all that. And I have to applaud you because for one thing, you're evolving.
Yes.
from you're finding different ways to really help people, and I mean, and of course, it's a benefit to you also.
Sure.
But that's part of being in business.
Yeah, and you're a doctor,
but
so
you're helping
in
a
the
lot of
healthcare.
people because this is a serious, especially in the African American community. This is a big thing. Obesity, and I mean, because we all eat the wrong shit.
All day.
What is the worst thing that we can really be eating?
That's a good
Don't
question.
say pork.
That is a good question.
Don't say pork.
Don't say
I wouldn't
bacon.
say pork.
steak.
Don't say bacon.
Listen, okay, so this is my philosophy on weight loss, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, clearly, foods that are higher in fat and any kind of red meat, those things are potentially causes of cancer.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
Now, I can't put it on the scale and say, oh, you ate 10 steaks, you're going to get cancer. I can't say that. No one can say that.
Right.
Some people, it doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
But we know that these things are carcinogens. So as a result, if that's what you're saying, well, what's the worst thing you can eat? That probably is it.
Red meat.
Red meat.
Now, this is what I do, though, with my patients. We figure out how many calories a person needs to eat every day to maintain the weight they got.
Right.
All right? And then I just tell them, look, you need to eat about 400 or 500 calories less than that every day. So I got my folks calorie counting, basically. And I know that if they eat 400 or 500 calories less than what they need to maintain, they're going to lose weight. And they ought to be losing at a rate of about 2 pounds a week.
Okay.
Is that the average healthy way to lose weight?
Well, I don't know if there's an average way to do it. Excuse me.
Because I think
Different
after
people
you
have
lose
different philosophies.
Right.
And all I can do is what I tell my folks is don't start something that you can't continue forever.
Yeah.
This can't be like, okay, we're just going to, try this. Nah.
Yeah.
This got to be something I'm going to do this every day for the rest of my life.
So if you started, you need to cut it out. It's like, you got a little Debbie habit and you're not supposed to eat it. You got to stop it.
If you decide you want to eat Little Debbie, you better make it within that certain amount of
If you
calories
only got
that you're
1,000
gonna do.
calories to eat, and if you want to eat all of them, then that's on you.
That's your
If
business.
you want to
Once
use
you
your
gotta
whole,
roll
once you hit that number, that's it. Man.
You got to roll out with
How
that.
bad do you want that little Debbie?
When we go down to New Orleans, we can't eat no steaks, man.
That's a lie.
That's cool.
All right,
that's
but
cool.
Isaac, everything in moderation, right?
Right. You can have a little.
Yeah.
petite.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, because we shouldn't be
Yeah.
drinking this whole bottle, but we probably will.
That's true. That's true.
So if you understand that concept, but some people eat fried chicken 3 or 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Fast food is a killer too, man. I just
Right.
will say that. If you really
And
serious
a lot
about
of time, it's a convenience thing.
exactly, but
And this
Well,
this
it's
world
not-
is made of convenience.
But it's not even convenience because if you drive and if you go to the hood and the only fast food place they have is
Churches.
McDonald's
Churches.
and churches and what's the dollar over on Lamar or Crump. They
How
got
we
this
know?
place
What you
that
doing
sells-
over there?
That sells these hamburgers for $1 and they in the hood. So yeah, mama will give you $1. Boy, go and get out of my face and get you something to eat.
right.
And then what you gonna do? You gonna go up there to Checkers
Hot
and get you a
chips.
$1 burger or them hot chips and do stuff like that? That stuff is bad for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is.
And
That's why you can buy all that shit with a food stamp card.
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
And that's why it's so important for us to have good grocery stores and stuff in our neighborhoods,
Yeah.
man. Without good
100.
grocery stores, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Right.
So
Buy what's at the grocery
but this is what
store
I
now.
tell my folks. Every day of your life, you should basically know what you're going to eat that day. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you know that you only got 1,500 calories, you need to already kind of have that figured out.
Hey, you better have that smoothie in the morning.
Yes.
You better know.
Because this is the bare fact. If you are hungry, you eat anything.
That's true.
And you
So-
should never shop when you're hungry.
That's right.
Yeah.
So space, what I tell people is you need breakfast. And I hate these folks that don't eat breakfast. I'm just not hungry. You need to eat
You
breakfast.
need to eat breakfast.
See, I'm not a breakfast person.
It jumpstarts
Well, listen,
the
if
rest
you
of your day.
don't eat breakfast, what happens is your body says, I'm not sure when we're going to eat again, so I'm going to hold on to all these calories.
100%.
You know, these calories, let's just keep them just in case he don't get nothing to eat for a couple of weeks.
And it's used to you doing that.
These
so
bodies,
it's in that-
these bodies are from prehistoric times,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And they love talking to us too.
When there were no fast foods, none of that kind of crap. I mean, so
Back when you had to kill what you ate.
so it's
That's
like,
the problem, huh?
Let's just hold on to these calories just in case.
Yeah,
Because
this
we don't
dude
really
might
know
be
what's going
broke.
to happen.
Now I did know that you need to eat breakfast.
So you got to eat not only breakfast, you need to eat throughout the day. So I
Yeah.
tell people breakfast, snacks,
Snacks. yeah.
lunch,
Lunch,
snack, dinner,
But you
snack.
gotta explain to them what's a good
It's
snack.
got to be within those calories.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want to eat some Doritos,
Hey, you might mess up your whole calorie
count.
That's the thing about that's the thing about carbs. You're a low carb diet. Well, the thing about carbs, they're so high in calories.
Right.
And so that's why people are down on carbs and all that kind of stuff. But
everything,
if you do it right,
everything that tastes good is bad for you, basically.
That's not true.
That is true. I'm gonna have to say
true. I don't
bacon.
You just have to do it like he said, in moderation. And within your calorie count. If you stay within your calorie count.
One piece of bacon, Fabian.
That's just like eating one chip.
Let me get a bag of chips.
Bacon and a hard boil.
No, like Isaac Hayes when he went to have the ribs.
You got to start somewhere, sir.
One rib.
But then,
you got to start somewhere. That's all you got.
Let me get this out of the way too, because all of my patients come in with this stuff. Well, doc, I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna lose this weight and. Listen, losing weight is not about working out.
Right.
Losing weight is about your diet.
Right.
Working out helps you to maintain your weight loss.
Yeah.
Not to get, and they get it from watching those shows, the Biggest Loser and all that kind of stuff. But that's crap.
That's crap.
Because
I lost 80 pounds and didn't do a liquor workout.
It's what you eat.
You just chilling.
I just ate better. I ate a lot. Like he said, I really stayed within a calorie count. I kept up with that. Of course, I kind of watched. I did no breads and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, but if you stay within your calorie count, you'll lose weight.
So, Doc, what's your vice? Everybody got one.
I don't think
the one that you can say on.
Yeah, he can't tell us what it is.
You mean I can't say beautiful women?
No,
that's not something I can say.
Hey, that's on you.
Oh well. Let me see. Number 2.
But anyway, man, I you know what? I so appreciate what Ike told me you was coming. I was like, what? Really?
That's cool.
That's cool.
Man, I enjoyed it. Can we do it tomorrow?
Can we get the web?
Hold on. You come back. You come next week. We got special.
So we got to get a smoke with somebody first.
I got a question.
Yes.
So if I want to try to get the service done, the colonic done, and everything, can I do you have a website or what do you have?
Yeah, of course we have a website, but you can just call the office.
Okay.
You can call him
and schedule yourself an appointment.
He'll come do it himself.
Hey,
when the last time you did it for real?
Colonic?
Yeah.
I get a colonic like once a quarter.
No, not you did it. I mean, that you actually did it to somebody.
Oh no, I don't. I have assistants that I train.
He got people.
When you come to my office,
he say my name on the door.
He may come and speak
on the building.
Like, hey, bro.
when you come to my office, I'm in one of those yellow sheets back there in the back with that scope, man, making it happen.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
right
as it gets closer to the end of the year, everybody wants to get scoped.
Yeah, because they're trying to use that rest of the insurance money.
I'm finna call tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be calling tomorrow too.
I'll be calling tomorrow since they done worried me.
Well, I'm getting ready to switch insurance, and hopefully Blue Cross and Blue Shield, y'all take. See, I'm switching.
He say everything, man.
He said everything.
It don't take everything.
You ain't gotta tell everybody.
Listen, when I tried to do it before, it wasn't on my plan. But we switching to Blue Cross Blue Shield, so now and I know I got to do another one. I did my first one, but I got to do another colonic next year. So
colonic or
colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy, yeah.
Big difference now.
Yeah,
one of them you gonna spray some water up. You gonna turn the water hose on.
Ridiculous.
It hit the jet.
The jet. This show is so stupid.
Give him a little bit more water, y'all.
He a big dude. He got a bunch of shit up there.
And you know what? That's the cool thing. So we have like a clear pipe, so you can see what comes out.
Now I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I'm just saying.
Have you ever had somebody look and say, "All it came out of me"?
Yes, all the time.
Probably everybody.
I can't believe what just came
wait a
out
minute,
of me.
but you knocked out when you're doing it, right?
No,
man.
Wait a minute. So I'm just telling you my experience.
That was a colonoscopy.
Yeah, you talking about colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Colonoscopy. Okay.
Yeah, you are knocked out with the colonoscopy.
Because I went to his office a while back. Man, I was in my mid-30s and
What, Fabian?
Yeah,
it's time to go back.
I'm just saying. I ain't gonna tell you what was going on, but Todd Motley told me come see you, and dude's like, so what we do here? We stick this up your and blah, blah, blah. He said, would you like to be knocked out? I was like, yes.
Oh my God, pump.
Damn right.
I hope that wasn't anybody in my office talking to you like that, man. Oh my God.
Punk.
I was like, you do what?
So I remember when we did one of the commercials for you, your request was you wanted it shot in HD. this was before HD was like the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing HD.
I had to
Remember
go
we
to
did
Nashville.
that?
I had to go up to Nashville and get all the
Yeah, we went and rented this expensive camera and we did it in
That's
HD
real.
and all that stuff right there. So yeah.
Do you remember which commercial it was?
Yeah, it was the first. It was the guy. He was under the
under the table. That's right. He was
because he was
under-
scared. He was
Yeah,
scared.
that's it.
that
That's
was
it.
And
it.
you like,
Right. I remember.
you doing
Yeah. People
Don't
love
wanna-
that. People love
don't
that
want to
commercial.
do it.
but then you stepped it up, man. You showed you doing your rocket thing. You working out.
Oh, yeah,
running all over the city and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a tight commercial. I ain't gonna say the
Man,
company
commercials
that did it.
cost so much now to do them.
Well, it depends on who you
rerun
know.
that
You
joint.
come holler at me, man. I'll hook you up.
I might
Can we
need to.
trade?
No, we ain't trade. 'Cause I know how much you paid for that running around.
On a bubble sleeve.
Exactly.
I want a sleeve.
You want a sleeve? Anyway, you want to get a smoke because you over here itching to get a smoke to somebody.
Oh no, Kimberly is giving me smoke
gonna
today.
smoke
I'm
too.
gonna
No, I got somebody, but I'm gonna hold them later.
Who you gonna hold it for?
I'm gonna hold on because I want to hear what you got.
I just said, hey, Brian Kemp. You
Oh,
got
we
that
coming from
smoke
the same
Stacey
state.
Abrams.
We coming from the state, and he came
Yeah. She said, just cheat off my paper.
from. You know what? You can shut somebody up when you know they done.
Yeah. So he
Herschel Walker.
didn't know what to do with the money. He
Yeah.
didn't know what he wasn't. It wasn't being spread out equitably amongst, of course,
Us.
the minorities of the city or the state of Georgia or whatever. And she said, we have a plan for that. Just cheat off my paper if you don't know what to do.
You know what, man? I tell you what. I will say this:
What?
certain black women, they can just shut your
Woo,
ass
man.
up so
She
quick.
ain't got time for that, man.
And I
That's,
say
just,
certain.
that's just like, boy, bye.
Yeah, bye, Felicia.
Bye for real. She was like, I was like, okay.
See, I'm gonna give it to
Remember
Herschel
that?
Walker though.
Oh, the concussed man.
I'm gonna give it to Herschel Walker because boy, I swear,
He's permanently concussed.
what I love what guy he compared to Oswald Bates and Mushmouth.
Terrible.
The way he talked, and I'm like,
You have
man.
to tell them who Oswald Bates is.
Oh,
Nobody
if you don't know
remembers
who Oswald Bates was, he was a character played by Damon Wayans on In Living Color, and he was a prisoner, and he would talk. He would say some of the funniest shit that you did not understand.
it. Sounding sophisticated.
Yeah,
but-
he sounded great. I mean, he's like, oh wow, man.
You might be giving
What the hell
Herschel
you
a
talking about?
compliment.
No, we're not giving him a compliment at all.
If you know what
We are not
Herschel's
giving
whole goal is,
Is to
you would
what?
vote the opposite.
Right.
That's
That's
just
it.
it.
Because he has none.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a. They just
mean-
threw him up there because people knew his name.
He knew his
But
name.
once he started
All-American hero.
speaking, looked like to me people should have said,
Yeah.
"Nah, I'm good on him."
I want to give the smoke to the people who put him up there. That's just. Did they not do research on that man?
Yes, they did.
They did.
And first of all, he's the perfect person to put
think,
up.
I think they said, hey, Georgia,
You're stupid.
minority, a bunch of minorities.
Yeah.
And here we go. We can bring
We
Herschel.
got you
All-American
somebody.
hero.
We got you
All-American
somebody.
hero.
I live in Atlanta part time, and one of the big commercials is that he put a gun to his wife's head and was talking about he'll blow her brains out.
What?
And he was talking about he wants to do a shootout with the police, and that he wanted to kill another man. I mean,
Well, see,
it's all
But that's
there.
reading because you have sense. But for the people who live out in wherever, that's probably really like so heroic to them. So the votes, they're not going out to get your vote. They want to make sure that the people in those outlying areas will vote for him.
Matter of fact,
saying
they don't want them to listen. They just want you to just vote for him. They don't
Oh
want you
shit,
to,
that's Herschel Walker.
Yeah, that's-
Didn't he win the Heisman?
yeah, he won the
Heisman.
Heisman. Yeah.
So when we talk about that, I think that's where people keep getting it twisted. They're not looking for you.
Right.
They want to make sure in mass that these people who see him shooting and protecting himself or whatever, however they staged it, then that's who they
I
need
love
to
it that
vote.
Herschel Walker, he gonna dog out the black dads, black fathers, which
And
all
he's
of us
sorry
are.
as a mofo.
And I know Isaac. I known Isaac, and I know all his kids that he took care of. I know Phil. I know all his kids that he took very well care of, and I know all my kids
Y'all
that I
sure got
took
a lot of
very
kids.
well
We do.
of. And this dude didn't do shit for any of his kids.
Well, I
Sad.
mean,
Sad.
but that he is the perfect he is checking off everything, every dynamic that has been held against the black community, and that's who they put up.
That's the way they put up because I mean, I hate to say this, black people. Hey, here's what they think about you, Herschel Walker.
Dummy,
Get him.
concussed all day.
Here's y'all's candidate.
Right.
So, Herschel
not
Walker-
paying child support, not taking care of his children. He's the perfect model.
And
This is
then to
what
sit
you
there
all
and
are-
talk about that's what we don't do.
Right. Well, he ain't even doing it. Isn't that like an oxymoron at this point?
I mean, but that's that. But I tell you what, I've said this on this podcast. I don't know how many times.
It's not comical anymore.
They are consistent. Republicans are consistent. No matter who they throw in front of you, they're gonna support.
They're gonna support it, and they are loving
Blindly.
it because
Democrats
first of all,
are not like that. Democrats are not like
how
that.
many points is he behind, or is he even behind?
He's not that far behind.
All right.
He shouldn't even be in he shouldn't
Exactly.
be. He
So
shouldn't
what
even
does
be on
that
the
tell
list.
you? What does that tell
Well,
you?
you're voting based on his personality, on the
What personality?
No, wait a minute.
No, on the figure of Herschel Walker.
Okay.
Of what he did before.
Or they're not polling the right people.
Well,
that too.
I mean,
I believe that's part of it.
I mean, if
too.
you go poll a bunch of rednecks, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
Herschel
know Herschel
Walker. Oh,
Walker,
hell yeah.
You got that black
I remember
community.
him.
I don't think people are going for that.
Yeah, this
We'll
is gonna
see.
be interesting. And I hate that. I think my only pet peeve with the whole thing is that we had a smart, intelligent black man, trying to talk to an unintelligent black man on TV.
But you know what? He took it easy on him.
He did, and I felt that he felt that this was just a total waste of time. There was nothing he was going to be able to say to him.
But here's my thing: when you dealing with people like that,
That's
me,
stupid.
That's stupid. You got to hit him in
Take
the
him
gut.
out.
You gotta take him out.
I don't think
you're
the
for
person in
juggler.
him would have been able to do that to him.
Hey, that's why people.
That's why
like,
you ain't running.
That's why I ain't running. That's
why you ain't running for
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you the same motherfucker that fucked up the
That's why
Vikings.
you ain't on TV.
You the same motherfucker that made the Cowboys relevant.
Yeah, see, that's why you ain't on. That's why you ain't running for nothing.
Because what most people probably don't remember, Dallas traded away Herschel Walker to the Vikings, and the Vikings gave them the farm. Mm-hmm. And that's how Cowboys were able to build their dynasty in the 90s.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why neither one of us are running for office because
I'd be like,
I would
aren't
be
you
the
that same
opposite.
motherfucker that
be like, checkmate, and walked off the stage. Thank you.
So Kemp,
Kemp,
and
boy,
Walker.
did you get the smoke.
both of y'all get the smoke.
But Herschel, you get it double.
Right.
Yeah, because we gave it to you once, so here it is again.
Here it is again.
Here's
You
what
wanna
the
call
smoke
into the
think
smoke
about you.
podcast.
Matter of fact, when you get through, go see Dr. Bowden and get all that shit out of you.
Right, because you full of it.
You definitely full of shit.
Right.
So y'all, cigars, cognac, cars, and cigars, they have a website.
You gotta say it all. Dr. Phillip Bowden.
Phillip Bowden presents cognac, cars, and cigars. 4th Bluff Park, November the 5th, 2022,
That's
from
what's
5
up.
to 9. Presented by Homage and the Reeves Law Firm. We gotta get Henry on the show.
Well, let me say one thing.
Say two things.
The last time that I went to CCC,
Oh, no,
there
the
was
initials.
so many brothers. I'm like, where are the women folk? So now it's time to get the women out here to this cognac.
You know
right,
what?
women.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. Women, I want Tierney, put the camera on.
Not the camera.
Put the camera on Dr. Bowden.
Yeah.
He took his shirt off for y'all. He came in a jacket.
He got all his teeth, too, y'all.
I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's
y'all.
a built brother, good-looking brother.
I didn't even know this was gonna be on camera, bro. I
It's
thought
on
it was just a
YouTube.
radio.
Wait a minute. Don't try to do us. It's on our YouTube channel, The Smoke Podcast.
Smoke Podcast, YouTube channel.
Try to flex.
Yeah, let me pop them up. You know what I'm saying? You never know who might be looking.
That's it.
Ladies, do you have a photo op for the ladies? We're going to add that. He hadn't even thought about it.
show you something.
Hey, you know what? This is our show. Whatever you feel, man. Whatever you feel.
That's it.
All I want the next party you have. I want an invitation. I don't
Brother,
want. Don't
you're-
call
you're
me and
in
say.
there.
Don't call and say, hey man, can you come shoot this shit for me? I want to go. I
you're
want to
in there.
enjoy.
You
it
want the
myself.
experience of a
Yeah.
CCC or...
Nah, damn the CCC.
Not damn, no.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not saying damn the CCC. I'm just saying this brother throws some hellified parties.
Oh,
Yes.
you mean a
I
personal
have been
invite?
I've been to plenty of his Christmas parties.
Oh, I
and,
expect to
they
get
be
an
lit.
invite this year.
They be lit. I'm just gonna say that.
the brother know how to throw a party.
I
know,
promise to
he
wear
know how to
something
throw a
sparkly.
party.
I promise to wear something sparkly.
Oh, you well.
Or not.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hey, watch what you say over there, Kimberly.
That's okay. I'm done. I don't have to come. I'm out.
No, you gotta come.
No, I'm
and y'all
out.
check this out. The official cigar sponsor of the of this event is
Belief.
Belief. We've had him on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had him on the show. So
Yeah, y'all got to check it out.
Hey,
And
Anthony.
if people want to follow you, how can they follow you if you want to give out that information?
Well, I don't want to give out that information.
All you got to do is
go
just say that.
Yeah, you just go to Mid-South Gastroenterology Group, Phillip R Bowden, MDPA.
if y'all Google Phillip Bowden, you'll get him.
You'll get
all
him.
this stuff.
Google him, baby.
Yeah. Now don't just do Bowden because you got a sister that's a doctor as well, right?
I do.
Yeah. So
Dang,
Phillip
they
R
famous.
Bowden. Yeah, they
That's
whole
some smart
family.
family. That's
I've
smart.
been.
Are you from Memphis?
No,
all right.
I grew up in the D.C. area.
Okay.
But you went to University of Arkansas, right?
I did my medical school. I went to Morehouse. I graduated from
Oh,
Morehouse.
you were good. Okay, cool.
And then went to University of Arkansas for medical sciences in Little Rock for
Okay.
medical school. And then I trained here at UT
Yeah.
for my fellowship and all of that business. So that's
Okay.
kind of how I ended up in Memphis.
Okay.
That's why you said it wasn't easy.
No,
It wasn't easy.
Oh my
It
God.
wasn't easy. Hey.
Brother got a story to tell. You need to have me back
We gotta
just
have
to
a
talk
whole
about
nother
that.
podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing
You're
right
an
there.
excellent guest.
Hey, y'all. So I want y'all to all check out the Dr. Phillip Bowden Cognac Cards and Cigars.
Ladies.
But also check us out on Play Old.
Yes.
We're the Smoke Podcast is on Play Old. We also on YouTube and of course all the other
Instagram, TikTok. You got to do
everything.
your video, Faith.
Yeah, we would really love you all to drive from the Play Old though, because that is the
That's a black owned
app that any black radio station in the AM, FM, or any podcast you can listen to it on the Play Old. We would really love to
And
drive.
PLAYODE.
PLAYODE.
Yeah.
ODE, yeah,
ODE.
that's the brother Howard Robinson. I don't know
Hey,
if you know
Howard.
who it is.
Okay, all right.
Howard owns that app. It's a black-owned app. You got to support that brother. You can listen
It's
to
a
the Smoke
beautiful
on there.
app.
It's a beautiful app.
Gotcha.
It really is. And man, Phil, we really appreciate you.
Thank you
Thanks for having
so
blessing
much
us.
for gracing us with your presence.
Hey, you know what?
today.
I want you to leave us with something, man.
What?
Well, this is a great opportunity because as we get ready to head into this new year, it's time for black folks to figure out that we have control over our health. And then we have the opportunity to make our health better simply by following some of the instructions that have been out there forever. Unfortunately, we haven't done that over centuries. Well, now it's time to do it. It's more of a modern time. So you have to find doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners who are interested in teaching people the things that they need to do to have some longevity and some healthy longevity in this life.
That's it right there.
That's what's up. Thank
You can't ask for much more
You
than that.
can't ask for that.
Smoke family, we want you to come in. We like to entertain, smoke a good cigar, drink some good liquor, but we also want to invite people in that could really help our lives.
Yes, we love the
And remember,
educational
it's
part
not
of this
it's
show.
not just about cigars.
It's not.
It's not just about cigars. We smoke, we enjoy, we indulge, and now we say goodbye. Until we smoke again, we will holla.
Holla.
This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.